Hey friends, today we get to play around with makeup. So long story short, I recently did a mystery box unboxing where so many of you guys got excited over not just all of the full-size products that is being featured, but you guys were really excited for the price point and the fact that you can use my promo code for an extra 20% off. You guys placed your orders not that long ago. Boxes are already arriving at your doorsteps, but the question is, how do you apply them? You need some inspo, and that is why I am here, barefaced. We're gonna go ahead and play around with the product from the mystery box today. By the way, if you're wondering, it is the Ofra mystery box. It goes for, oh my gosh, I wanna say it was like $64, $65. I give you the full retail price if you were to buy everything individually. So the price point is absolutely amazing, but if you use my promo code, you get an extra 20% off, and people are getting their boxes for like $51, which is absolutely amazing. So if you want to see that box, you want to see the unboxing, that video is going to be in the description box below. We're going to start off with skincare. I feel like I don't talk too much about Ofra's skincare, but their skincare is actually really nice. I'm going to use the Ofra Peptide Moisturizer. So this is going to be the moisturizer your girl, yours truly, will be using. Girl, open up. Hold on, espérate. King. Let me move this mirror. I hope the visuals are okay and I don't look to anything. I look normal to you guys. I feel like in some of my videos I can come off a little pale, but it's just a matter of tweaking either the lighting or the settings on the camera. But I think we're gonna be okay. So when it comes to this moisturizer, I think it's gonna be great for pretty much all skin types, but this is supposed to kind of like calm, soothe your skin and also help with anti-wrinkling. Yeah, so it says wrinkle reducing, so it's anti-aging. If you're new here and you don't know me, this is the first time you're gonna hear it. If you're not new here, you've heard this plenty of times. You want to make sure that you apply your skincare and you want to give yourself a second, a good minute. Let your skin absorb all that skincare. That way, everything that you layer on top of it looks absolutely amazing. If you're just layering, you're literally sandwiching product over product over product and then adding foundation and all these other things, and then you're topping it off with powders. And entonces, when you come to look at it, you have a hot, patchy mess. And we don't want that, right? We're putting the energy into creating a full beat. We want it to turn out pretty. So you want to give yourself a good segundito, okay? Pim, that's what we're gonna look like. What primer do I want to use? You know what? We're gonna use this because I got it in Ipsy and I actually really do like it. The Essential Rice Water Primer by Shaw. Same thing with the primer. You want to go ahead, apply that on the skin. I did wait a minute, calmate, okay? Massaging it onto the skin, that way it's kind of like absorbing it. I'm gonna put a little bit here. While that's doing its thing, I'm gonna apply a lip oil. I'm gonna link all of these products in the description box. For the product that came in the mystery box, I'm just gonna say mystery box. I'll add my Ofra link. Anything else, I'm gonna add links to. I'll also add anything that's from Ofra. The link is gonna be the same. So anything that's from Ofra that you're interested, I will add the name for you, but it'll still be the same link and discount code. And yes, you can use my promo code on any of the items over on Ofra. A lot of the product that I tried, you guys really wanna use and or try for yourself. So they did launch some lip oils, a nudie one, this pink one, and the clear. Me comí the clear. I don't know where it went. They have a little bit of a hue, but it's not intense. My lips are so dry right now, so I'm going in with a lip oil just to hydrate it. It's not gonna tint your lips, but you know, if you're a lip oil girly, this is actually really hydrating. Great for like on the go, like pop it in your bag. What do we want to move on to? You know what? Let's play around with the eyeballs. I'm gonna prep my eyelids with the Ofra. This video is not sponsored. The unboxing was not sponsored. The box was gifted, but it was not sponsored. I just really like to show you how to play around with product, especially when I have time to, and I do have the product. I want to inspire you. I want to teach you how to use the product. That way you can actually have fun, because I feel like makeup should be fun, okay? Okay, this is the Level Up Primer by yours truly and Ofra. So I did have a collab with Ofra 2 years ago. We came up with this primer. I was just like, okay, I want a primer. I want a really good lid primer. I want a primer that's gonna hydrate. I want a primer that is gonna work for all skin types. I want a primer that when you apply your eyeshadow, it's gonna look true to color. I don't want it to emphasize any wrinkles on the lids. I don't want it to feel heavy. And that was one of the things. I wanted to make sure that it was tested on people of all ages, and they did. Just because it works on someone with no wrinkles on our eyelids doesn't mean it's gonna work with someone that does have wrinkles. Maybe you don't want anything super heavy. So I ended up formulating this with them, and when we got it right, I was like, yeah, I was so excited. Level Up Primer, you'll find it over at Ofra as well. Now we're gonna dip into the Eyeshadow palette. How pretty is she? This is the one that you're going to get in the mystery box. This palette alone goes for $39. You're getting eyeshadows, mattes, and frosts. You're also getting a huge full pan, like full size highlighter, a blush lighter, and a bronzer. So literally you can just pack this in your like weekender bag and move on with life. I don't have too many Ofra brushes, but these are like my favorites from Ofra. Coincidentally, this is the one that I want to use today, but it is $21 now. Do you need it? No. Any fluffy brush that you already have, you can use. Do you guys see all these eyeshadow palettes that I have by Ofra? Why did I not already have this palette? I think I want to dip into this one. I will apply that directly on the crease. Now this primer is going to allow your makeup to last literally the entire day on your eyeballs without creasing or moving around. I've gotten feedback from people with really oily lids that this is the primer that has worked for them, and they've had to like place orders and stock up because they were afraid it was going to get discontinued. And again, this was 2 years ago and people keep buying it because it's literally that good. Let me dip in again, but do you see what I'm saying? Look, I don't need any more. That's how pigmented these are. So I'm just gonna dip in and I'll go to the other side. Look how pretty that color is. Like, she is spot on, spot on. Now I'm gonna go into a little bit of a darker color. I think I wanna dip into this one. Same brush. I'm gonna tap out because again, these are crazy. And then I'm gonna kind of like tap her here to lay the majority of the product in the outer corner. And then I am going to kind of begin going back and forth with tapping motions because I'm trying to lay and move gently without dragging. What I'm doing is color building, so I'm going in with a transition shade and I'm slowly but surely going a little darker. Kind of go back and forth like so. I'm gonna grab this brush. This is a Gerard Cosmetics brush. Dip into here, tap out on the inner corner and kind of lightly bring it over, but not too much. Don't worry about blending this area here because we're gonna go darker, girl. We're gonna go darker. That frost is so pigmented, it kind of looks like I did a cut crease and I didn't even try. Now we're gonna grab a much smaller brush. This is a BK Beauty A504 and I'm gonna go a little deeper. We're gonna dip into this shade, which is kind of like a rusty maroon. And yes, we're gonna go deeper after that, don't worry. I'm gonna take that and just kind of bring it along the lash line, but I'm not gonna drag it all the way forward. I just kind of want to focus it in this area, and that's gonna help with the gradients. Guess what? If there's a black, we're gonna use it. Every palette needs to have a really deep shade. I don't care if it's the deepest espresso or a black, but we need to have that. I'm gonna take this baby and bring her along here. So the outer third of the eyeball, same thing. We're gonna be tapping it in place like so. I'm gonna bring her out here on the crease and kind of create a V with tapping motions. I always tap out and then I kind of go back in only because a black is hard to fix sometimes. If you have experience with makeup, then it's perfectly fine because that's easy to fix. But when you don't and you're in a rush, like somewhere to go, you really do not want to mess up a black. So I will kind of like tap out, apply, and see how that goes. If I need more, then I'll dip in for a little more. This here is the eyeball. I'm gonna go back in with this fluffy brush now to help the full-on blend. No additional product, whatever's left. I'm gonna go in circles like this. Doesn't matter if you go like clockwise or counterclockwise, you just kind of want to go in circles to give yourself that gradient. And you want to be very light-handed and I'm gonna do this here because I'm not gonna put makeup. If you're gonna go in with your brush and apply a lot of pressure like this, it's like trying to sweep the floor with your broom looking like this. Are you really sweeping? No, you're not doing a good job. It's just not, oh my God, now that looks like a freaking hickey. It's not a hickey. Y'all already seen what happened. You have to hold it very lightly from the outer part of the handle and give yourself a really nice grip. You guys, that looks like, I'm gonna call my husband and be like, oh. You want the brush to glide on your skin gently, and that's gonna give you a really good blend. You see that gradient? Forget the neck. It is not a hickey. It looks like it though, but it's not. You see the gradients on the eyeball? Before moving on to the next item, I'm going to grab a little bit of my micellar water because my neck is looking crazy right now. I showed my husband. He was like, what? I was like, I know. That wasn't there. Ay, Dios mío. We are going to move on to the face. I am going to show you what I'm using, although it's not Complexion from our friends over at Ofra. I do have it. I'm just not going to use it in today's video. I want to show you guys, like, my skin looks pretty. It looks hydrated. I did add that milky toner. And so sometimes you guys will be like, great, I love the tutorial. Thank you for showing us the product. But also, what did you use on your skin? So I might as well just show you. I'm just going to show you what I'm using. Again, I'll link it below. My shade is 7.6. And this is the Luminous Silk Perfect Natural Glow Foundation by our friends over at Armani. For concealer, I'm going to use the True Match in the shade W6. And then I'm going to go in with the same brush that I used for my, the primer, because why not? To set the concealer, we're going to go in with Ofra's powder. This is going to be their pressed banana powder. They do have a series. They even have like their lavender. I just prefer the banana. Like, the lavender looks really nice under the eye, but I feel for my complexion, banana looks fantastical. So I'm going to go in with a powder puff. Kind of go like this. And this is also full size. They do have two different sizes. They have a teeny tiny one like this in one of these compacts, which is super cute. But then they have the full size, and this was featured in the box. I'm going to remove excess at first and then begin to apply the powder. If you do not and go straight in with that much powder, in some cases, not for everyone, you may end up, which is unfortunate, setting that wet concealer or the dewy concealer with a lot of powder, making it look crepey and dry under the eye, and it does not look pretty. So I always remove excess, go in, I press, I don't glide, I just press. And go press, 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 press. Oftentimes, if your under eyes don't look good, it could be, yes, you applied way too much powder, or you're kind of going like this and gliding. You're moving that concealer that you applied here, dragging it, and it looks pasty and it's not cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and excess. Look how pigmented this is. I don't have to go back in. That's more than enough, and it's brightening, and it's gonna all make sense. Calmate, give me a chance. Let's finish off the eyeballs. I don't feel like I have anything to prove. I did an unedited, zero cut application, in the unboxing, because I had no mascara, no eyeshadow that day, and I wanted to show you what the lashes would look like. My lashes would look like. I was fully transparent. They were clean. I do not have extensions. I just have long, thick lashes naturally, but also I have a lash lift. That's it. And you guys saw how the eyes looked. This time I will apply it on the lower lashes as well, which I didn't do in the unboxing. All right, I'm gonna do the lower lashes. Do you see the dramatic difference between one and the other by just applying the mascara? I think the name for the mascara also was perfect. This is the HD Volumizing Mascara. I mean, HD for sure. Like, it woke my eyeball up. I'm gonna apply it on the other side. Those are the eyes once they're completed. Oh no, they look so purple. It's a very nice concentration of purple with depth to it, and I am low-key obsessed. Like, I haven't done a color like this in a little bit, so it's super exciting. Then we're gonna go in with the Don't Play Brow Gel. It does come with a tapa. I just took it off. This here is kind of like a hybrid between a gel and a wax. I liked it the first time I used it. However, my brows wouldn't necessarily stay in place because of the simple fact that my brows are stubborn. That was well before I started laminating my brows. So now I want to see what that's going to look like, since my brows have been laminated every 6 to 8 weeks for the past like 1.5 to 2 years. So I'm going to take a little spoolie. It did not come with it. They do have like a duo that you can buy over at Ofra that will provide you with a dual-ended spoolie slash brush, and then this baby over here, but like I no longer have that. I don't even know what happened to it. So I'm just gonna kind of tap like do 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 do. Entonces I'm gonna go to the back of the tapita and I'm gonna rub back and forth because I don't want too much product on the brows all at once. My brows are pre-filled. I have the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in numero 6, number 6. And then I'm just gonna take the spoolie to the brow and sculpt them. So the idea is, first of all, again, my brows are already laminated, but just to get them into the position that I want them to be in, and then for them not to move. This does not make them feel super crunchy. They're not gonna leave that weird white residue. We're gonna go into bronzer because we have to. I used this in the unboxing, so I'm thinking I might just go in with the one in the palette because it kind of makes sense to me. This one over here is a beautiful matte, and I'm not just gonna swirl. I don't want to pick up a crazy amount of powder. I'm tapping and moving my brush around because I want to distribute product throughout the entire brush. This is an angled brush, by the way, which is Perfection. I want it to look airbrushed. I want it to be precise. I'm building the bronzer where I want her. So you can go pretty light-handed and then build until you get the effect that you want, which is what I tend to do. I'm even gonna take whatever's left before I go back into the pan onto the side of the nose. Go back into the pan and only here. I typically go down here, but now for what? Where am I going? Para ningún lado. So I'm gonna kind of do. Look at my under eyes though. The light is hitting it directly and it doesn't look like much of anything. It looks like there's something there, but it's not crazy, right? And then as you start to move, you get to see more dimension on the skin, and then when you come over here there's much of nothing. The only blush in this collection is going to be a blush, what is it? Blusher, right? I said the word earlier. What is it? Blusher. I'm like I'm having a moment. It's a beautiful blusher. It really is something that you can skip on highlighter if you want to, but the thing is, like I said, mira, ya this kit or bundle comes with this highlighter, which you guys saw in the unboxing. It comes with this highlighter, so I would have preferred a matte blush because then you get a taste of everything, you know. Pero está bien, it is what it is. I'm gonna like look how, mira, same thing. This is how I tend to apply on myself, and even when I was doing makeup on people, models for like I did a wedding and all that, I just prefer patting motions versus dragging. I think for everyone it's going to be different. Based on the outcome that you get, you'll know what you love and then you'll just continue to replicate it. My makeup always comes out so airbrushed and flawless, smooth, no division lines. Everything just melts into itself. This blush though works with the outer area of the eye. I'm kind of digging that. I'm still dragging back and forth, clickety-clacketing, clickety-clacketing, but you know what I mean. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, the blush is cute if you're not gonna go in with highlighter, in my opinion. I am gonna go in with highlighter, and I'm gonna do the one side because now that we know what glow you're getting with the blusher, I want you to see the difference with the highlight. Same thing with my highlight. I'm gonna tap it. Oh my god, she's in your face. Like, I think they can see this in outer space, okay? Exagerado que es, but it looks so good. So I'm gonna do the same thing, kind of focus it here, so when the light hits it, you're like around here. That's a lot. It's beaming. It looks like melted silver on my skin. It's just a lot. Some people love this amount of glow, and that's perfectly fine. Like me on a random given day, absolutely. This one is way more, oh, look at me, I'm glowy, I'm hydrated every day. And this is kind of like take pictures so that it can beam in your face. To finish off the look, I do have to apply the lip. I showed you guys the trio that you would get. Say that you're like, no, I don't want the mystery box. I just want the lip combo. There were a few people who really liked the lip combo. They do have lip kits. They come in a bag and they come with a sharpener as well. So you would get a gloss, a liquid lip, and a liner along with a sharpener. So when you're on their website, and yes, you can apply 20% off that. But when you're on their website, just look into the kits if you're like, I don't need all that, but I really want to try their lip products. I'm gonna skip on the gloss today porque nena, let's be real. This, it's enough. Let's go in with the lip liner. It is in the shade Spicy. Why did I say it like that? Spicy? If this was a more pinkier something, it would make way more sense. This is kind of like a terracotta blend on the lip. I'm gonna apply it so that you guys can see. I will create a different look for you guys on the lips that'll work with the eyes, but I wanted to show you the lip again without the gloss. I don't think this is gonna be the lip for this eye look. Had I gone with the other colors, yeah. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let me switch it up. I think I got it. I'm gonna go with Chestnut, their lip liner Ofra's, because it's my go-to favorite. I have backups because it's so damn good. And I know it looks dark, but work with me here, okay? I'm literally only using this to outline. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Gemini. I feel like that's gonna work so well. Coincidentally, my friend Rhonda created this look, my bestie, created this lip with Ofra as a collab. Do you see it coming together? This shade is pretty. This is definitely a combo for the eyes. See how much better this is? In the end, you can go ahead and top this off with a setting spray. Your girl's not going anywhere, okay? It's just filming for fun, and I figured let me play around with the product that I received in Ofra's 2026 mystery box. Since so many of you guys ended up getting it, I want to make sure that you guys got some sort of inspo on how to play around with the product and what looks to kind of create. We slay. This is full-on glam. When I walk out of here, my husband's gonna think I'm crazy. Like, where are you going? How are you going? Nowhere. The proof is in the pudding. The product is definitely 100% worth it, and if you're gonna recreate this look but need a lip combo that's going to work with it, not saying that the lip products featured in the bundle are not worth it, it's just it didn't work with this eyeball. And it's a coinky dinky that I do have other Ofra lip products that I can go ahead and like play with. Pero, you know, you could grab the liquid lip in Gemini as well as the lip liner in Chestnut, but you might already have them, so just in case, check your collection. Pero yeah, so here we have it. I'm really excited to have played around with the product. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Remember, I'm linking everything below. Let me know in the comments, did you get your box yet? Have you dove in? Are you playing around with them? I'm like so excited for you guys. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. You guys, I hope you have commented as we went along. If you're still here, that means you made it all the way through and you are a real one. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. I know the video is over, but you don't have to go anywhere because YouTube is going to recommend 2 videos here on screen they believe you're going to enjoy. So I hope you consider checking it out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.